We're going to do this subtraction problem in base 4. I'm first going to show it with the cubes, and then I will show it just with the standard algorithm. So if we start with 3, 1, that would be 3 rods. And 1 unit. And then with addition, we would typically write both numbers or show that with the blocks for both numbers. But with subtraction, I really just want to take away from what I'm starting with. So I'm starting with this and I want to take this away from that. So I'm going to start with the ones place, and I would like to take away my 2 units. Now the problem is that there aren't 2 units to take away here. So what I would do then is I would do an exchange. I would take one of my rods and I'm going to exchange that for, if I were in the base 10 system, that would be for 10 units, but since I'm in base 4, that is actually only 4 units. So I'm exchanging one of my rods for 4 units. Now I have 5 units. So now there's enough that I could actually get rid of the 2 units from this number, right? So I wanted to subtract or take away 2 units. So it doesn't matter which 2, I'm just going to take away these 2. So then I can see how many units do I have left. Well, I've still got the 1 purple and the 2 orange, so I've got 3 units left. And now I've subtracted the 2 units. I still need to subtract, though, the 1 rod. And so I do have some rods that I could take from that. So I'm going to go ahead and just take 1 away by crossing it out. And so when I do that, I can see that I have just 1 rod left. So I have 1 rod, 3 units left, which would be 1, 3, and then my subscript there is base 4. And then I'll show that also just with the standard algorithm without the pictures, and we'll see that we get the same answer. So again, even though I'm not writing the subscript, that is base 4. So if I try the ones place first, I would try doing 1 minus 2, and I can't do that. So that means I would go over to the 4's place, and I would exchange one of those, which means I'm going to have 1 fewer in the 4's place. And for every 1 that I exchange in the 4's place, that would give me 4 more in the 1's place. So I would add the 4 more to the 1 that I already have, and so this becomes a 5. And that 5 is similar to what we did before when we exchanged and we got 4 units plus the existing unit, so we had 5 units total. So now I'm ready to go ahead and do my subtraction. Now I could do 5 minus 2 is 3, and then in my 4's place, 2 minus 1 is 1, and then put the subscript on my answer. Same answer as when we did this with the blocks.